Welcome back to RTN News. Australian zookeeper attacked by elephant. Lucy Mello, a 40-year-old zookeeper at Taronga Zoo, was crushed by a young elephant on Friday. Zoo director Cameron Kerr says, quote, "We're all relieved to hear Lucy's condition remains stable, and we're continuing to provide support for her family and fellow keepers, while we continue our programs for the whole herd," end quote. Pathy Hard, the young Asian elephant, weighed 255 pounds at birth and is expected to grow to over 1,100 pounds by his first birthday.
Turkish government asked for hunger strike to end. In Turkey, the government asked hundreds of hungry Kurdish prisoners Wednesday to end their hunger strike, which for some has lasted more than a month. Justice Minister Sadullah Ergin says that at least 680 prisoners are currently on a hunger strike in prisons across the country. A human rights group in Turkey said some prisoners have gone as many as 43 days without eating. Gönül Sunbahar, a member of Human Rights Association Prison Commission, told CNN that protesters have three demands: the release of imprisoned Kurdish rebel leader Abdullah Öcalan, right to Kurdish language education, and the use of Kurdish in Turkish court.
Over 8,000 mine workers fired. 8,100 mine workers were fired Tuesday in South Africa after striking and not coming to work. The miners, who have been on strike since August, are part of a bigger group of 15,000 workers at Goldfields Limited KDC East Mine. Those who have been fired have 24 hours to appeal. The strikers are looking for higher pay. You know, mining isn't an easy job. I don't blame them for wanting more money at all.
I don't either. I think in that situation, you can't necessarily not listen to a person in that amount of time.
Well,
if you're expecting me to go underground and get
mineral
ore for you that you're going to use,
of them, though.
I don't know how many more people are out there that, or at least 8,100 people are going to say, willing. Let me take your job for you.
Well, I don't know the job opportunities in South Africa, but if jobs are slim, then anyone will do anything just for a couple bucks.
That's true.
Now it's time for sports with Rob Marshall.
Thanks, Tyler. The Profs defeat Medgar Evers College in a soccer match. Rowan University had a 9-0 shutout over the Cougars in a non-conference game Monday night. The Profs were led by Garrick Adamson and Chris Grammatico with 2 goals apiece and 1 each in the first half, which gave the Profs a 2-0 lead heading into halftime. The Profs scored 7 more goals in the second half with contributions from Travis Cortez, Julian Barrios, Mike Pinter, Devin Garner, and Parker Orris. The San Diego Chargers are under investigation for using a banned substance against the Denver Broncos during their Monday night loss. During the game, an equipment manager came onto the field with the substance on hand towels. San Diego has the fewest amount of drop catches in the league, with 3 through 6 games. The Chargers could be fined or lose a draft pick if the league determines they used the substance. The New York Islanders are moving to Brooklyn. On Wednesday, Islanders owner Charles Wang announced the team signed a 25-year agreement to play in Brooklyn. The move will happen at the beginning of the 2015 season. The Islanders will play in the Barclays Center, which opened in late September as the home to the NBA's Brooklyn Nets. Wang has said the team's name and logo will remain the same. The Boston Red Sox acquired John Farrell as their next manager. The Red Sox traded shortstop Mike Aviles to Toronto for Farrell and pitcher David Carpenter. Farrell signed a 3-year contract with Boston after 2 years with the Blue Jays. He was Boston's pitching coach from 2007 to 2010. While Boston fills their managerial position, the Marlins opened theirs by firing Ozzie Guillen after 1 year. The Marlins finished last in the NL East with a 69-93 record. The Detroit Tigers are taking on the San Francisco Giants in the World Series. The Tigers swept the Yankees in 4 games in the ALCS, while the Giants went the distance in their 7-game series against the St. Louis Cardinals. In the NLCS, the Giants lead the series 2-0. The Tigers last appeared in the World Series in 2006 against the St. Louis Cardinals, but haven't won since 1984, whereas the Giants won the World Series in 2010 against the Texas Rangers. Now, I haven't been able to follow the World Series much, but I'm not as interested, and I'm busy with classes. Have you guys had the opportunity?
The game's been on a couple times. I've seen it on TV. I've watched a little bit of it. You know what it is? I don't care who wins.
I'm in the same boat too with you.
Not over here. I mean, I'm pretty sure our east side over here is just not as excited about it. The Yankees are out. The Phillies are out. The
Nationals.
The Mets are out. Yeah. So I'm sure next year. We'll look forward to next year. We'll look forward to the Super Bowl.
No
and
matter
we'll
who
look
wins,
forward.
I'll be happy for either team.
There you go. That's one way to look at it.
After over 20 years, Zhao Chaoling from China has been reunited with his family. Zhao was kidnapped when he was just 6 years old while he was walking home from school with his 8-year-old brother, Zhao Yang. He was then sold to a family who treated him poorly. The Zhao family was very poor and could not afford an in-depth search for Chaoling, and after a few years, they gave up. A year ago, his family decided to try again and posted what happened online. Less than a year later, Chaoling was reunited with his family. It just goes to show you what a powerful, powerful tool the internet can be.
Absolutely. I'm surprised that was, I'm surprised and I'm not surprised because you hear about things like this. You hear about people able to find lost cars and lost pets, but you never think about a lost child. So it's incredible that that family got them back, and I'm very happy for them.
It's got to be an amazing feeling. Thank you for watching RTN News. I'm Tyler Mulvey.
And I'm Katie Bavoso. See you next week.